Good afternoon, people of YouTube. The truth teller, God of truth, this Dragon Slayer. Now, let's get in the mind of Paddy Ward, Patrick Ward. Now, you've got to feel sorry for the man. Um, Edmund Casey was a pedo in Galway. Now, poor little Patrick, you know, no wonder he's got a thing about pedos. You know, no wonder he's got a thing about you. Like I said, people go look at the case. Um, Go away. Sex scandal. Company and truth. That's what he said it was. That's what he said it is. He put a picture up. If you listen to my live last night, he got a woman from the street to pretend to be his wife. Let me fuck off. I'm not interested. He pretended to be his wife. This poor man is bad. He was sexy.
Right, Bobby. Aye, I was watching you live earlier beginning.
Lamb, I'm not interested. Anyway, people, that's who you said he is in the picture. That's the so-called the bruiser hitman of YouTube. Now, like I said, people, go look at this Galway sex scandal. Lamb, I'm not in the mood for you. This is not about you. So, people, like I said, he's got a thing about men being pedos. I feel sorry for him in one way, but he shouldn't take it out on other people. He's an angry man. Now, from uh, from 76 to 93, this Emma Castley was abusing boys. Now, thanks for, by the way, Patrick, thanks for giving your full name. Much appreciated. Never give anybody like me details, Patrick. Now, he had his wife. He had a wife with kids. Now, he had the wife and his kids. He lost them. All he's got is YouTube, people. He makes up shit. He hangs around with no wrongings like Mr. England. Mr. England. Mr. England, who has been convicted for stalking a woman, who has talked about women grossly on this channel, on this platform, talks about kids in the most disgusting way. You know, Paddy, my heart goes out to you. I know you're suffering. I know, like he put a picture up of a man standing behind him thinking it's him. saying it's him, who looks like he's taking his fucking dick out. You know, it's so Patrick, it's still the age is still there. I know abused kids go on to abuse, psychological torment. It's like a non-ending circle. Now, that's why I think you're an abuser, Patrick. I think you got abused, so you were a become abuser. You know, I don't think you should be around children. Thank God your wife left you. And Patrick, why are you going out at 3 o'clock in the morning? Last night he was walking around, approached a woman and asked her to pretend that she was your wife. Making up stories, Patrick. KGB, Putin phoned you. I'm from Birkenhead. My name's Michael. Uh, you know, uh, why do you make up stories, Patrick? Why do you think he's so low steam? That's all it is, Patrick. You feel shit about yourself because what you've got to do. You know, no shame in sucking cock, Patrick, if that's what you've got to do. You know, as long as as long as you keep yourself safe, Patrick. You know, if you got to suck cock, Patrick, you got to suck cock. Simple as. Because it's a bit funny, Patrick. You're always out early hours in the morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Something's not right there, Patrick. I truly believe, we all goes out here, Patrick. I know that you was abused when you was a kid. You know, so but that doesn't forgive you for abusing other kids, Patrick, does it? So, Patrick, please come on and explain yourself. Like I said, Patrick, I feel sorry for you. I might even back off a bit because abused kid, it's not a nice, you know, and it doesn't give me a nice feeling to attack, you know, but it doesn't give you the right, Patrick, to go and abuse other kids, does it? People, if you don't have to take my word for this, look for Go Away sex scandal from 1976 to 90 in the early 90s. So, like I said, come on, Patrick. What's your abuse, Patrick? That's why you're so angry for. You know, I know. In Ireland, it's a commonplace, especially for the church, especially for the church. You know, but my point is, people, right? Why is it that he has a screw loose, mate? He has. I think that's what I'm saying to you. He's been abused constantly all his life. You know, he's saying that he's coming to meet me to break me in two. You know, so like I said, people, I believe that he's a broken man. He's got no life. He's got nobody to turn to. Now, he's walking the streets. I think he's homeless as well, people. Be honest with you. I think he's homeless. He hasn't got a home. Now, why would the people, anyone in the chat, explain this to me? Every time he comes on my panel, he's outside. My panel last night was 3 o'clock. He was outside. You know, I think he's homeless. I think he hasn't got a home. That's why he was a bit cocky the other night. But he done a video, said this where I'm from, right? I think he's a bum. I think he's a tramp. Nobody saw him. Like his wife left him. Why would his wife leave him? So Patrick, why are you so a bum? You know, if you need money, Patrick, just say. And if you need a solicitor, Patrick, or a barrister, my wife always does takes on special cases for free. You know, Patrick. So Patrick's a homeless man who sells his ass to make a living. If you got to do that, Patrick, do it. He's never showed his house, has he? He's never showed his wife. Well, he's never showed, you know, there's videos on my wall, people, where my missus dressed up as Deadpool. Matter of fact, there's a video where you could hear in the background laughing her fucking head off. You know, I don't need to go out, Patrick, and find the first woman you meet to ask her to play your wife. You know, Patrick. Simple as, Patrick. So, Patrick, if you need help, just say to me you need help. Just say sorry and you need help. Maybe I could provide you sleeping bags, you know, a tent, food. You know, you should be selling your ass, Patrick. To be honest with you. You could get it all sorts, AIDS, STD, you know. He could be violently attacked, you know. So, Patrick, you should ask people for help. You all know that you're homeless now, Patrick. Anyway, people, I would say big up the watchers. So, people, like I said, Pat, you've got to take into account. Patrick was SA'd when he was a child. That's disgusting, people. That's disgusting. Now, but psychologically saying that because he got abused, that doesn't mean he could abuse other people or other kids. And I think that is what he's done. His wife left him, his kids left him. He's living on the street like a tramp. I bet he stinks. I bet he's fucking hungry. Now, I'm willing to help him, people, in the goodness of my heart. I can send him a tent, a good sleeping bag, food, clothes, warm jackets. You know, all he's got to do is say sorry. Anyway, people, Afina Sane signing off. Afina Sane, Avadirty, sayonara, cheerio.